Good afternoon, church. It's good to be with you again. Wayne, how do you think the girls did last week? How do you think Susie and Carrie did?
Great. They were awesome. They really were, and it was unexpected. They kept a secret from us, like as far as what they were doing.
Yes, they did.
And
I don't like secrets.
I think maybe you just guys know them better than we do. We were thinking that they were, going to come back.
I thought,
guns loaded.
yeah.
But no. They took the high road.
Took the high road.
Yeah.
Susie ripped her pants and then, she turned the other cheek. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe she did that. What's wrong?
I couldn't believe she did that either.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, in the pandemic that we're in, we had a little mishap. Not Wayne and I, but rather...
we have lots of mishaps, though.
Yeah, well, definitely. But the one that I want to tell you about is Julia Banks. So, Julia, if you're listening, watching, we love you. So, I guess Julia was out at her house outside, and something about she leaned over a fire pit, and she caught her hair on fire. Julia, honey. So, do you need a wig? What are you thinking, a blonde? The men will be all after you now if you get that blonde wig. I'm just saying. And I'm not going to tell you, Julia, who I heard this from, but her initials are Chris Mead. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. So that way we keep that anonymous. But anyway,
I guess she just really wanted a new hair color.
She's going to get one.
Drastic measures. I hope you're well, church. Keep in mind that through this, we are following CDC and state direction as far as when to return. Several people are asking when are we going to get back together as a church, and that is to be determined. The important thing is that we continue to ask God to use us through this in whatever capacity, and as soon as we do know something, we'll put something out, but we want to make sure that we are doing what's right and safe and best for everyone. Scripture passage I want to share with you this morning is from the book of Psalms, Psalm 27, verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation, so why should I be afraid? And I just want to encourage you to hold into that truth and not live in fear. Fear enslaves people. It's a self-made and self-imposed prison. So I wanted you to know that your hope and strength is found in the Lord, and I'm grateful for that. Ron, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's always a good reminder for all of us. I have been peppered with lots of questions.
You have.
But then by other people saying, hey, are you going to make a list of questions for Ron to answer?
So that's why that was flipped over.
It was.
There's a piece of paper there.
Again, this has all been secretive. Ron found out that I had something for this morning about 3 minutes ago, so he has no idea what's coming.
I'm scared.
This is completely unscripted, but I just figured we'd have a few get-to-know-you questions for Ron that inquiring minds would like to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. Oh my!
So let's go down this list. Let's see how it goes.
No, this is going to be fun.
Oh, this is going to be great.
I was said I shouldn't be afraid, right? We just read that. I'm scared now. I'm afraid.
Well, you need to practice what you.
I know. I do. Yeah, I do.
Here we go.
What are you, Susie?
First question. Do you have any pet peeves? And if you do, share one.
Do I have any pet peeves? Tailgating. Tailgating's a pet peeve.
He's a road rager.
Rage monster.
Rage monster.
Rage monster.
Tailgating. Get you. Like when you see other people doing it, or just specifically behind you when they tailgate.
Behind me. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Let Jesus love and shine.
Jesus take the wheel. Yeah.
Jesus better take the wheel.
Jesus take the wheel. Okay. 2. What do you and Susie do for fun?
What? We if the weather's good, we love to walk. And spending time with the kids is also something we really like to do. And travel. Susie loves to travel, and so I love to travel with Susie.
Cool. Interesting.
that number 3 is very similar to that. Favorite place that you have traveled?
Australia, right?
Yeah.
Down under, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Okay. Since if you didn't know this about Ron, he likes accents. He does. And the Australian accent is one of his more favorites. So, I'm going to have you answer one of these questions coming up in an Australian accent. So,
okay.
But not this one. What is one of your most embarrassing moments? One of.
Okay.
One of. I know you've had many.
I have had many.
I know you well enough to know that there have been many. So, what's one of them? One that just kind of rolls off the top of your head.
I was.
That's appropriate for all.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that. Yeah. Right.
Course,
we have
right,
to.
Right. My children watch this. So,
yes.
Okay.
Right. Thinking audience. I was in a grocery line and checking out by myself, and I was early 20s, married to Susie, and we're living in Miami. And I was making a small chat with the lady that was in front of me. We were just yakking, and so I said, "So, when's the baby due?" She said, "I'm not pregnant." I was like, I gotta go now.
Well, see you later.
See ya. So I took my little cart and I went over to another line. And it's like, so I don't.
You learned not
never ever
guess
ever.
on that one.
I asked Susie, is she pregnant? Yes. Okay.
Ever.
No.
Has Susie ever lied to you and gotten you in trouble again with that?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's a bad moment. Bad moment.
Yeah. Note to self. Don't ever guess.
No, don't.
Okay.
Bad.
Right. Switch gears. Other than your salvation, what is one significant spiritual turning point in your life that comes to mind?
Coming here.
Mm.
I felt that the Lord was saying, I'm not done with you. I really thought maybe as far as being active serving in a pastoral role, that maybe the Lord was done with me. And I feel like this is just, and I say this often. I say this to the church, and I say how much I appreciate being part of the family. And come in here and getting to know church family, getting to know the people of the community, and that is this huge moment in my life. The last 4 years, I probably have grown in the Lord in the last 4 years being here more than I have in all the 36 years or 26 years put together in ministry. These last 4 years have been just challenging, stretching, humbling, and yet amazing.
That's great. Do you have a favorite scripture or life verse?
Oh, man. Isaiah 40:31 comes to mind. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And that was, besides John 3:16, that was one of the first verses that I learned and memorized. And it has and as I hear myself quoted, it has deep brings back deep, precious memory.
Yeah, that's good. So you mentioned moving here to Northwest Ohio. What is one thing that you have come to really love about Midwest or Northwest Ohio culture?
Oh, that's a great question. I love the area that we live in because it's you go out in public and you see people you know. Like I'll go to Walmart, like, hey, what's up, Bill? What's up, Fred? What's up, Betty? Julia, did you get a new hairdo or? I love.
She's gonna be.
Oh, I know
she's gonna be in here tomorrow.
She's gonna be she's probably on her way right now. Yes. She's probably driving here right now.
She'll be in here tomorrow.
So if you don't see me in the pulpit on Sunday, I'm probably at
Julia did it.
I'm probably at Mercy Hospital, and I don't know the room number yet, but
Probably have to life flight it to Toledo, actually. But
you're and Susie together. They're digging your grave together.
I know. Make sure Susie ties if I do die.
So maybe this is a dangerous question to go right to right now. What is something that you do that really bugs Susie?
Oh, that's a list. That's
just one. We time. Only one. Just pick one.
That's like.
Yeah. You know, I know this is a better question for her.
Satellites are hooking up right now in the atmosphere. You know, NASA's computers are kicking in.
Internet is exploding.
Yes,
right.
Things that I do that I don't make the bed. When I wash my hands, I use her towel to dry my hands instead of my hands.
Me too.
And I do it on purpose. I know I do it. I'm a bad person.
Yes. So good.
Susie needs to be here to answer that. Probably is the better, way. But no, I mean,
okay. That's good. I'm good with that.
Things that I do. That I was born. That was probably the thing that annoys Susie. I was born.
Oh. Okay. Number 8.
8.
Actually, it's probably like 10 by now. But who's counting?
Who's counting? I'm not counting.
Do you have a favorite worship song?
I'm no longer a slave to fear.
You like that one, don't you?
And reckless love. You know I like that one. So can I do 2? I like the.
Okay, you can have 2.
I love those 2 songs.
You can have 2. Number 9. Who is your most favorite coworker you have ever worked with? And moving on. So most people know that you love Star Wars, right? Most people know that. Who is your favorite character and why are they your favorite character?
I kind of like Han Solo. He's the swashbuckler, but I also like Vader.
Yeah. Now pick one.
Yoda's good. Yes.
You're on your 3rd one now.
Asked to choose, am I? Hard. Difficult. There is no try. Do or do not.
Thank you. See, I told you liked to doing voices.
Yes. My young Padawan.
What is one thing that most people would not know about you?
Well, that's a good question. Mm-hmm. That I used to be a Civil War reenactor. I did Civil War reenactment for maybe 3 years in the Maryland, Virginia, and Pennsylvania area.
On which side?
The Confederate side.
Okay.
I had to stay with my state.
Well, I know, but it's like, do any of the people from the South have to act as Northerners when they reenact?
That's a sin.
Oh, that's a sin. So you bring down Northerners to do that reenactment?
We have to do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Those Yankees, you just got to get them.
Oh.
Anyway,
see, now Julia will be on my side on this one. She'll appreciate that.
She will. She will. What do you find that you give thanks to God most often about?
Oh my! That on all seriousness, that's a great question, and I would say His grace and His mercy. Wayne, I find the older I get, the more I realize just how vile and sinful I am, and that I have allowed sin to become normal in so many areas of my life that and the more I fall in love with God, the more that I see how patient He's been with me and how He's just extended amazing forgiveness and He's given me, I've lost count of how many chances. So that would be. Yeah, His grace, His mercy, His forgiveness.
It's good. What is one of the things that you love most about Susie?
Well, she gets better looking. She's like Benjamin Button. She's aging backwards.
This is your time, Ron,
time to shine,
to make up for
Corona cake.
Exactly. So let's.
And honestly, there's more than one. She's a beautiful woman, and so what I mean by that is, it's not just. I'm still amazed at how gorgeous she is physically, but it's her entire character. It's. I wake up in the morning, and as I'm leaving to come here to the office, I find her at the table, and she's in the Word of God. And the woman that we see here in public, at church, and throughout the week is the same woman I see at home.
So when I say a beautiful woman, it's this complete person who, she's not perfect, honey, you're close. But it's this, that she has a love for God, and she loves God more than she loves me. And that she's passionate about her walk with God and how it affects her relationships with people, including me. I mean, I can go on about it. She's giving, she's generous, she's kind, she's extraordinarily forgiving. I mean, we've been married almost 30 years, and
one of the things.
Yeah, that she's very forgiving. I mean, I'm bad, and I've been.
Yes, we all know that.
I've had
she more than anyone else.
Golf addiction, and how many times has she forgiven for big? But anyway, I would say those are some things.
Okay, so this is a tough one, but which one of your 4 children has given you the most gray hair?
Oh.
In their own right, I know they all have. So,
Well, it's like I said about Duncan. I didn't know he could read till he got out. I was like, hey, he graduated high school. Good for him.
I know they watch these videos. I know your kids do, so that's why I included this one.
Ethan was known as Captain Insano growing up because the boy his battle cry growing up was, I hurt myself. And we were in the hospital a lot with Ethan for stitches and any number of things. And Nathan decided to skip his senior year of high school and somehow still managed to graduate. And then there's the princess who, and she continues. She has a full-time job. She works at the State Department, and yet still seems to suck me dry with money. I have no money, and that's okay. Where's it going? To her. She's been living with me since March. I have no money. When you see me out on the road out there, I have the sign, we'll work for food, it's because of her. And maybe
hope you're happy, Smith.
I hope you're happy, yes. And I might say her because she, at 27 years old, she's traveled more than most will in their lifetime. She's been to over 30 countries. And some of the risks that she's taken, some of the things that she's done, I'm just like, oh, I don't need to know these things. So I don't know, that because in her young adulthood, that might kill me more than anything. She's like, I could just do whatever I feel, and I'm going to go hiking in the mountains of Japan by myself, spend multiple days out there camping, and I'm like, oh, good. So,
okay, we need to wrap this thing up.
We
need to wrap this thing up. Last question. It's your birthday meal, and you can have any dish you want. What are you having?
Lobster tail, mac and cheese. Ooh. Yeah. This is good. This is a good question. I'm hungry. This is.
Remember, we are on video, so like.
Oh yeah, I need to move.
Yeah, right.
I am hungry. I just confessed to church that I have the whole.
I'm a terrible person for even asking.
I have what the doctors call a little bit of a gluttony problem. I'm sorry. I used to eat bear claws 2 at a time. They get lodged right here. Maybe a little fillet. Well, that.
Ooh, wow, lobster tail. So a little surf and turf.
Oh, surf and turf.
Turf.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dessert?
Hot rice.
For dessert?
Well, yeah. And then to chase it down, maybe some cheesecake and ice cream. Cake. Give me some of that Corona cake.
Church, and anybody else who's watching for that matter, I know many other people are tuning in. If you stuck with us this long, then I hope you've enjoyed it. And I know I have. I knew I was going to already when I came up with a list of these questions. So,
love you, church.
We love you. And
God bless.
See you next week.